SA Crypto, South Africa's largest blockchain community and news outlet.
Hello, Lanier. Today, in the name of speed, we're going to try and go into this very quickly. Now, I don't know the minimums or the maximums of Radient, but I do know that for the USDC.e market, if you do the sort of 4 times leverage borrowing or supply at least, then there's 105% on that stable coin. Now, I've sent Ethereum directly to Optium, and you have to use Camelot DEX basically, because Uniswap doesn't seem to support the USDC.e, which is what we need there. And I'm going to simply swap to show how much dollars that is. 292. Let's do that, yes. It'll probably swear at me. Actually, it won't, because it's just pure ETH to that. I will always recommend Wallet Guard over and above if you're using MetaMask, just so that it checks out the contract, and we will do that swap. Okay, so we can go to Radient. Normally it doesn't update immediately. I'm just gonna refresh till it shows in the wallet. $292. Now it allows me to start looping. So basically, if I were to do this manually, I'd have to go deposit, borrow against, deposit, borrow against, deposit, borrow against, and do that 4 times. Whereas in this case, I can just, put all of it in, leverage it up 4 times, and it's basically one transaction. I think. Let's just go back. It's swearing at me. So when you do the things live, I'll just pull it back slightly. I don't think I actually select. So it's insufficient collateral. And I think it needs a large amount. I'm just going to go back again, reset. It obviously doesn't want me to do the most amount. And when you look at the health factor, so when it's orange, it's not good. We want it in the green. So maybe we're not going to get the full, but we basically, at this point, going to get 77 APR, which isn't bad for stablecoin. And I am partly moving to ETH in this case, and I'm locking it for 1 month. Now, I don't want to lock the funds, but basically that's how you achieve that. You will then just approve. You'll need to go through all of these things. Now the fee on Arbitrum isn't that much. Hopefully that helps. You could effectively borrow against that, but ultimately what you're after is that you want that APR for your stablecoin, which if you have stablecoins and just doing nothing with them, that's good. There's not really much more to it than that. If you don't want to do the looping thing, you can sort of do the deposit APR. So USDC 11%. That's not bad for stable coins. And you can go down the list here. For Bitcoin, obviously, there's never an amazing APR on it. But this does seem to be better than the centralized exchanges. Now, the borrower APY or APR is more than the deposit, which means that when you're borrowing against it, you're paying more interest. In this case, you want to be the supplier, not the borrower. If you're willing to do that looping, I'd say that's a good deal, because you're going to end up with Radient tokens and the underlying USDC growing a bit. It will, however, be slightly impacted by ETH, because not majorly, because it's not an equal share. It seems to be 10% of, or slightly over 10%. Well, if you guys are willing to do it, let me know. I put $19 in straight USDC. I was just testing it. Hope that helps. Also, taking a look at the Bowden token that we popped in there yesterday. I think when I popped it in, it was yesterday, probably around that time. So right now we're more than 10% up. This is why I say it's probably best if I post something to hop on it immediately. That said, it's still not a bad time to get in terms of the overall thesis. I mean, the election's still going on that time. I'm not sure when in the States it's happening, but it hasn't happened yet, so there's still speculation on it. Anyway, hope that helps.
South Africa's largest blockchain community and news outlet.